I watched a kid have the worst Christmas of his life, and I couldn't stop laughing. I work IT at a mid-sized insurance company. My coworker Brett spent 6 months making everyone's life hell, stealing credit for projects, throwing people under the bus, even reporting our manager Linda for hostile work environment after she asked him to actually do his job. HR couldn't fire him without a lawsuit risk, so they got creative. 3 weeks before Christmas, they called Brett into a meeting, told him he was being promoted to senior systems analyst, with a corner office and a 20% raise starting January 2nd. Brett came back to our floor strutting like he owned the building, didn't even pack his desk, just left everything for us peasants to deal with. He spent those 3 weeks doing absolutely nothing, showed up late, left early, told Linda he didn't report to her anymore. The rest of us were drowning in year-end support tickets, while Brett took 2-hour lunches and forwarded his calls to voicemail. What we didn't know was that Linda had been documenting everything for months, every stolen project, every lie, every instance of him leaving early while claiming overtime. She'd been working with HR to build an airtight case, but they needed him relaxed and sloppy. Then something bigger surfaced. During Brett's promotion celebration period, our network admin Troy was running routine security audits. He found something strange. Brett's workstation had been accessing confidential client files at 3 a.m. for the past 4 months. Medical records, social security numbers, insurance claim details. Troy pulled the logs and his face went white. Brett had been selling client data to identity theft rings. We're talking 2,000 plus clients compromised. Social security numbers going for $40 each on the dark web. Troy brought it straight to Linda, who immediately looped in our legal team and the FBI. They didn't tell anyone. Not even most of HR knew yet. They just let Brett keep celebrating his fake promotion while federal agents quietly gathered evidence. On his last day before Christmas break, Brett brought champagne to the office. Actually popped it at 2 p.m. in the break room while the rest of us were buried in tickets. He gave this whole speech about knowing your worth and not settling for mediocrity. 3 people had tears in their eyes, not from inspiration, from rage, but we all just smiled and clapped. Brett took the next week off and flew to Cancun, posted Instagram stories every 6 hours, him at beach clubs, him jet skiing, captions like executive lifestyle and earned not given. Meanwhile, Linda was in conference calls with FBI cybercrimes and our company's crisis management team. The data breach was worse than anyone thought. One of the compromised clients was a woman whose identity got stolen and used to take out $90,000 in fraudulent loans. Her credit was destroyed. Another client's medical records were leaked, and his employer found out about a previous cancer diagnosis. He got quietly pushed out of his job for performance issues. A third client's daughter had her college fund drained by someone who bought her social security number from Brett's network. Our company was facing a class action lawsuit, potential $15 million in damages. The FBI had been monitoring Brett's cryptocurrency wallet where he'd received payments, $47,000 over 4 months. January the 2nd arrives. Brett shows up in a full designer suit. We're a jeans and hoodie office. His hair was freshly cut. He had a new watch that probably cost more than my car. He walked straight past our department without a single glance, heading for that corner office. I followed at a distance because I couldn't help myself. Brett opened the door to find it wasn't an office at all. It was a conference room. Sitting inside were our HR director, Linda, our company's head of legal, and 2 FBI agents in dark suits. Through the glass wall, I watched Brett's face cycle through every emotion a human can experience in 30 seconds. Confusion, realization, denial, pure animal panic. The HR director slid a folder across the table. Brett opened it, and I saw his hands start shaking. Federal criminal charges, termination letter, lawsuit notifications from 14 different clients. They even had printed screenshots of his Cancun Instagram posts, with timestamps matching exactly when victim impact statements were being filed. Brett tried to run, actually stood up and headed for the door. The agents were faster. They cuffed him right there in the conference room while the entire floor watched through the glass. Linda brought donuts the next morning.